Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Virgo for the month of July 2022. As you know, dear Virgos, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Virgo. In the past position, we have the King of Cups, clarified by the Queen of Wands. In the challenging position, we have the Queen of Cups, clarified by the Ten of Wands. Interesting. And in the present position, we have the Strength card, clarified by the Page of Wands. And in the future outcome position, we have the Tower card, clarified by the Sun card. And so because you have the Sun card in the clarifying position, this is actually going to be an interesting combination and not as bad as you may think kind of at first glance. But let's start from the beginning. In the past position, we do have the King of Cups, which is a very powerful card, strong card that tells me in the past you were able to remain calm even though things around you may have been chaotic, even though there may have been different situations. There may have been different people with different energies, but as a result of you having courage and strength and power and really understanding your emotions quite well, because you do have experience and skills that have allowed you to really master your emotions and master the self-control that helped you negotiate, that helped you kind of find a path between other sort of people's emotions in order to succeed. You were able to remain calm when others were unable to do so. I really like that you have the Queen of Wands here in the clarifying position, because she brings to this combination courage and determination and willpower and a little bit of risk-taking ability as well. The Queen of Wands has that soft power that's almost magnetic. She attracts anything that she wants, and it's much easier for her because she is a powerful manifester. You know, she's a powerful queen that, you know, understands her domain, that understands her kingdom. And so the divine here is saying you're going to have to use this powerful combination going forward, especially in the month of July. You're going to have to balance and understand where you have to rely on your intuition, but also when you have to rely on that self-control over your emotions. Now in the challenging position, we do have the Queen of Cups clarified by the Ten of Wands. Also an interesting combination, which tells me that you may not be listening to your intuition as well as you originally thought. There is something that's kind of tiring you out, because you do have that Ten of Wands. There's something that's affecting your emotions. There's some kind of responsibility that you're carrying on your shoulders that's kind of becoming a little bit too heavy, that's kind of taking away your energy, draining your energy maybe, and so as a result your emotions may be a little bit out of balance in the month of July, where you feel like you are doubting yourself, where you feel like you're not as grounded. You are the strongest and the most powerful, dear Virgo, when you are grounded, when you are in your own frame, when you are present and in the moment. And so for that, you definitely need rest. You also need to meditate to make sure that your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings are kind of like not taking over things inside of you, where you don't feel so overwhelmed, you know. But there is a little bit of chaotic energy that is present, and if you listen to the astrologers, there is movement of the planets that's happening in July that may affect how you feel. You may feel more tired than usual. Some of you may actually feel more wired, you know, like nervous nervous energy, like you have a lot of energy, but you don't know how to direct it necessarily. And so you have to, again, work with the universe in order to create more of a calming energy, find that stillness, find that situation where you can ground yourself, take your shoes off, walk in the grass, stop for a moment, allow your body to just kind of catch up with the wind and the sun and the trees and everything that's happening around you. Just like, find that moment of stillness, because life is not all about go, 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 do, 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 accomplish, 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 call them back, return this, drop that off, pick that up, and, constant sort of movement. And so the divine here is definitely letting you know that you may want to take it a little bit easier, so that you don't feel as much pressure, and that pressure may create some insecurities inside of you. So you definitely want to take a step back and find that soft power that the divine here is bringing up to your attention. We have the Queen of Wands, which is very much about soft power, but we also have the Strength here in the future outcome position that is also about soft power, right? Soft power is not about being aggressive. Soft power is about being patient and influential. Soft power is about using the resources that you have at your disposal to get your point across in a very unequivocal manner, to kind of communicate that you will stand your ground, that you will achieve the goals that you have set out to achieve. And so courage is required when you have strength, but also, passion and inspiration, and understanding that if you have a self-controlling approach to a situation, you will gain so much more advantage than by being a little bit more aggressive. And of course, we do see the Page of Wands here in the clarifying position, which definitely says to me that you do want to pursue possibilities and adventures that are presented to you. There's a good message that is going to be brought to you in the month of July that's going to really open up some opportunities for you later in the year, dear Virgo. But definitely focusing and being persistent is very much going to play in your favor. Here, your strong personality is required in order to accomplish all the goals that you have set for yourself. Now, we do have the Tower card and the Sun card in the future outcome position, which obviously tells me that change is coming about, change that you may have probably not expected, because, the Tower is all about sudden type of change, sudden awakening. There's going to be something that's going to be brought to your attention, but it's going to be largely positive, even though it may be unexpected. There is joy in this equation. There is celebration in this equation. The change is going to be softened. It's not going to be as hard and as kind of astonishing for you, but there is going to be an eye-opening experience where a realization that you haven't had before is going to come to you, and that's going to open a whole new world with a lot of new opportunities and possibilities. And it's also going to increase your stability. It's going to increase your financial security. It's going to give you a new perspective to achieve your dreams, which is going to be quite, like I said, an awakening moment for you this month, the month of July 2022. But let's see what we can clarify with the Moon Oracle card that I pulled earlier, and we have assessing. Very interesting that this particular card came up. because assessing is all about making sure that your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision, so you should be able to assess and move quickly based on that. You have begun your journey, and now it's time to assess where you are and what to do next. You have made a decision, and you have worked and walked the path for some time, and yet you understand that in every journey it's a wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along a pathway and we keep going even if it seems like that way is no longer the right way for us. Sometimes we feel we have gone too far to turn around, and so we settle on a journey and destination that doesn't really suit us or satisfy us. However, if we had just had some courage, we could have reassessed, and we went and perhaps ended up somewhere else, somewhere better. Now is the time to look carefully at all aspects of your life, especially the areas in which you have set some intentions or goals. Ask yourself, do I still want these things? Do I still want the same end result? If the answer is no, ask yourself what you can do to maintain momentum and head towards what you now desire. Although it doesn't seem terribly glamorous, assessment has a high payoff for us if we bother to do it well. Doing it well means we really look hard at how things are going. All of us have some kind of blind spot, so it's worth exposing this by consulting a trusted friend or finding where negative repeating patterns are and looking for the cause. Shining a light on a blind spot and taking action to shift is one of the life's big catalysts for change. And the next card is the Shaman Dream Oracle card that I pulled. And we have Eyes of the Eagle rising above the fray, which is the Eyes of the Eagle is all about protection and trust. The Eyes of the Eagle offers you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead to see the unfolding of destiny before it all manifests as reality. The eagle's extraordinary vision allows it to spot the tiny mouse from its lofty perspective as it flies thousands of feet into the atmosphere. In a similar fashion, you too can train your keen eye to discern the workings of humans. Trust that you are ready for whatever fortune has placed before you, even if you feel not yet properly equipped to meet its challenges. Your willingness to say yes to spirit has nothing to do with how well outfitted you are. Hesitating, on the other hand, will suck the air from under your wings and make you lose altitude. You're called now to trust your heart and your instincts, to move fearlessly and not waver. The time is right, and no harm can come your way if your motives are pure and you act courageously. So definitely the eagle is all about rising above this tower moment, because this tower moment is not going to hurt you in any way. It's simply a change in perspective. It is simply an awakening where you are able to see something you were not were able to see before. You are being freed from an illusion, and so the eagle here is helping you navigate it much easier than you would otherwise be able to navigate. And the sun is still shining on you and on your goals and on your achievements. You are on the right path. You are just being kind of slightly adjusted so that you can be even more successful. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Virgo. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please don't forget to visit me on Instagram, and I will see you next time.